This is a story of a boy named Chase. Chase is very active when it comes to sport and he is also an honor student. Who would suspect that this jolly and happy boy could have such a heavy problem on his back? Chase woke up by the noise of his parents fighting. He immediately got up and get ready for school. He eat his breakfast and go to school with Luna. Luna is Chase's childhood friend. She is the only person that Chase talks to when it comes to problem. They both got to school. They were both in grade 9, but they were in different sections. After a tiring day at school, they walked home together. When Chase got home, he immediately watched TV and dressed first before he started his homework. It is said in the news that they have to immediately cancel all the classes and start the GCQ in every city in the whole country because of a virus. That ends their grade 9. After 5 months, since there is pandemic, their school decided to start using online platforms and teaching just to continue their education. Chase was really stressed with all the homework that he needed to finish. Suddenly, he heard his parents fighting again because of the expenses left behind by the death of their son Max, his younger brother. The only person that Chase kept his connection with was Luna. They often studied together with the use of online platforms as a source of communication. Luna noticed that Chase seemed to be losing weight, but Chase think of an alibi and said it was just because of the camera, and they continued their study. Chase couldn't take it anymore. He seemed to be drowning from all the problems. When he couldn't bear it all anymore, he called Luna and vent out all of his problems. He said he wanted to die so he will not have to bear all the problems that he has. But Luna said to him that she better hear all his rants than to go to his funeral. Luna advised him that he should talk to his parents and consult a psychiatrist as it might not be just stress. The next day, Chase encouraged himself to tell his parents about his problems. He said to his parents that he is much stressed with all the requirements he needed to pass and he misses the happiness of their family when his younger brother was still alive. He also mentioned that because of the problems, sometimes he thought of taking his own life. After their talk, his parents discussed that they should fix things between them as they don't want to lose another child. They realized that their child is right, and they thought that their child Max wouldn't be happy seeing them fighting. Chase also said that Luna helped her carry his problems and that Luna is there when he is about to take his life.
So what is mental health? It refers to cognitive, behavioral, and emotional well-being. It is all about how people think, feel, and behave. Having poor mental health can lead to what they call mental illness, where when it is not treated early, it would only get worse and may totally be untreated.
To formally thank Luna, they meet her personally, but because there is pandemic, they observe physical distancing. Chase followed his doctor's advice, he eats healthy food, and he is now regularly doing workouts. And he is now also open to his parents. Chase slowly gains weight again, and his depression is slowly disappearing. His family worked everything out, and they all become happy. Chase courted Luna, and they become a happy couple who help each other out in everything. During this time of pandemic, there is a high chance that we develop stress that may later on develop into depression. Depression is a silent killer because we can't read other person's mind. Depression is not a joke and shouldn't be joked about. Always be there for your friends. Check them if they have problems, and that way, we can lessen the weight of their burdens.
Magkahawak ang ating mga kamay, humawi mga ulap at sabay, nagsiyawit ang mga anghel.
saan saan siya nakarating sa ating bansa.
Isang Chinese ang kauna-unahang person under investigation na nagpositibo sa 2019 novel coronavirus dito sa Pilipinas.
Land, domestic air, and domestic sea travel to and from Metro Manila shall be suspended beginning March 15, 2020.
According to the World Health Organization, COVID-19 is an infectious disease caused by a newly discovered strain of coronavirus, a type of virus known to cause respiratory infection in humans. The new disease had caused many adults and children to feel fear and anxiety. Due to the continuous increase of confirmed cases, public health actions such as social distancing had been made. This made the people feel isolated and alone. It also increased stress and anxiety. Many adults are also reporting specific negative impacts on their mental health and well-being, such as difficulty of sleeping or eating, increases in alcohol consumption or substance use, and worsening chronic conditions due to worry and stress over the coronavirus. The National Center for Mental Health's hotline saw an alarming spike of calls in the midst of COVID-19 pandemic, including a monthly average of 53 suicide-related concerns. There are different mental illness that a person can get from having a poor mental health: depression, anxiety, cabin fever, separation anxiety disorder, obsessive-compulsive disorder, and stress response syndromes. These are some of the mental illness caused by poor mental health. This mental illness can affect a person's physical health. According to a study that hit the headline earlier this year, discovered that there was a link between high level of mental distress and an increased risk of dying from cancer. This just shows that physical health and mental health are equal in terms of importance.
Mental health is just as important as physical health. It's a major part of our life. It influences how we think, feel, and behave in our daily life. It also affects how we cope up with stress, overcome challenges, and recover from life setbacks and hardship. This is the reason why people need to have a good mental health, especially now during the pandemic where everyone needs to have a good mental health and physical health to survive. These are the ways how to cope up during the pandemic. Talk about your feelings. It can help you stay in good mental health and deal with times when you feel troubled. Be active. Regular exercise can boost your self-esteem and can help you concentrate, sleep, and feel better. Eat properly. Your brain needs a mix of nutrients in order to stay healthy and function well, just like the other organs in your body. Keep in touch. There's nothing better than catching up with someone face to face, but that's not always possible. You can also give them a call, drop them a note, or chat to them online instead. Take a break. A few minutes can be enough to distress you. Give yourself some me time. Do something you're good at. Enjoying yourself can help beat stress. Ask for help. None of us are superhuman. We'll sometimes get tired or overwhelmed by how we feel or when things don't go to plan. If things are getting too much for you, you feel you can cope up, ask for help. Your friends or family may be able to offer practical help or a listening ear. Local services are there for you. If you are in need of mental health support, please call the 24/7 National Center for Mental Health Crisis Hotline at 0917-899-8727 or 027-989-8727 or 1553.
Let's fight this pandemic
Together.
Always remember
That you are not
alone.